Okay, yeah, something told me that the gym wouldn't be open. Something, I had a feeling. I don't know. They open at 5 supposedly. But to continue that conversation, I'm gonna sit right here in this chair. So yeah, to continue that conversation, when you're fasting, it's like your system is going into a reset. That's what they actually call it. It's like a system reset. So it's the best time to do the things you want to be doing. Like if you want to be a better reader, then read books while you're fasting. And the longer you fast for and the more books you read, you have to understand that our brain works at an incredible capacity that we don't really understand how it really works yet. I mean, scientists are finding out things all the time, but our computers are like computer programs. Our brains are like computer programs. It's programmable. And all of our actions and habits today are rooted in our subconscious, and your subconscious is just the result of repeated thoughts, actions, and habits. So since you're going through neuroplasticity and neurogenesis during a fast and your brain is rewiring itself, why not add to it components of your daily life and habits that you want to achieve and have for the rest of your life? You might want to be a better reader. You might want to work out more or all the time. You might want it to fit into your character. You might want to do more meditation, more breathing. Like I said, these are all components that the human anatomy it needs for its vibration to rise, for it to clear its energy centers from the bottom three and for it to rise up. And once your energy centers rise up, once your energy passes the first three centers and goes up to the heart, so once you're able to get your energy past the first three chakras and move up to the heart, then you don't have to do anything after that. It's like, look at nature. Nature doesn't have to do anything. It just follows its natural course. So the natural course for our human beings is exactly that. It's evolution. We are here to evolve. Supposedly the Vatican has locked up the drawings of Leonardo da Vinci, where he drew the man who was evolving through our time, and supposedly they had that one locked away. I don't want to get too much into that, but I think it's just an interesting idea that Da Vinci understood, or even that people back then understood, that the human being and the human conscious was meant to evolve here on Earth. And I mean, this was what the whole Renaissance was about, the rebirth of consciousness, supposedly, because we don't really know all the facts of the timeline of history, etc. But like I said, I don't want to get into that now. But yes, we are here to evolve spiritually, consciously, and physically, right? We're not supposed to be overweight and sick and have diabetes, and this is just a system failure. These are just signs that humanity has fallen into deep lower states of vibration. Sickness does not exist in high vibration. Sickness only exists in low vibration. And so does chaos and war and separation, polarity. That only exists in the lower three forms. So this is the way to save the earth, in a way, because you have to save yourself. You cannot save anyone. You need, letting these trucks pass by, you need to have the intention to want to change for you to change, or else you won't. It's, you could take the horse to the river, but you can't force him to drink. It's the same with human beings. You cannot force anyone. I've tried it my whole life. So that's why I make these videos, because I know these videos aren't popular because it's not entertaining. It's more on an educational side, and it's educating people on topics that are extremely frowned upon in society, or taboo, or labeled as extreme. But again, that's just an illusion created by the holders of the matrix to confuse you and to put fear into you that this is dangerous and you shouldn't do it. But this is what breaks the matrix. It's not fighting, and it's not matching their energy, fire with fire. This is the water. This is the purification. You don't fight fire with fire, you fight fire with water. And fasting is the purification of water. We are water, and we're purifying ourselves, so we're purifying the water. If everyone, or the majority of people in the cities, did a fast, a long fast, the whole system would collapse. Because the system needs its people, its population, to be consumers all the time. Massive, chronic consumers. 3 meals a day, watching sports, watching TV, gambling websites, snacks, Netflix, magazines. I mean, the list goes on and on. They need you to consume. And fasting, purifying your water, purifying your temple, your body, is not just fasting from food. This is what a lot of people don't understand. I'll give you a quick example. In the Yogananda autobiography, I don't know if it was the documentary. I can't remember where I saw this, but I think it was in the documentary. Someone goes up to him and they're like, "Hey, can I still smoke and drink and be part of your ashram, part of like your village?" And Yogananda says, "Yeah, of course you can." And so the guy's confused, and he's like, "Well, how can I do all these things still and still be part of this ashram?" And Yogananda tells him simply, "Well, because if you come here and are part of this for real, you won't want to continue these habits." And it's the same thing with fasting. If you fast for more than 3 days and you get used to that routine, you're going to see that a lot of your habits will be defeated. You might have a porn addiction, you might have a sugar addiction, you might be alcohol dependent, you might have an addiction to validation from others. Whatever is not natural in the being, in the human body, in the mind, will be defeated, will be overcome by the simple feat of fasting. So I think the guy from the gym is here. Again, this is a journey. This is going to be a few days of a fast. I'm not sure how long yet for. I just let the body tell me to communicate with me and tell me, okay, this is the time to consume food again. So I don't know how long it's going to be for. I know it's going to be for at least 7 days, because that's the minimum my body will ask me for a fast. But again, every fast has been different. I've been purging and detoxifying from different mental or energetic elements. So we will see. But anyway, the guy's here. I'm gonna work out. I'll talk to you guys later.